What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Next Gen Nero, man. And today we gotta dive into the problem at Xbox, man. And before we jump into it, I just want to give a little context about me and who I am for a gamer. For those who've been around, they know I do this. It's my hobby, my go-to hobby. That and watching my Buffalo Bills play every Sunday, right? So let's just. All right, look. Last year I beat about 60 games before I went into my COVID coma. Middle fingers to COVID. If you lost any family members or loved ones to COVID, or if you having, lingering effects like me, or, it even can turn people worlds upside down. I witnessed that firsthand, man. So middle fingers to COVID, middle fingers to cancer, middle fingers to any sickness, and if you lost any loved ones throughout all this BS, I send my condolences, right? But, back to the topic. I beat about 60 games last year before I got sick. And this year I'm about 41 games in. Both years, this year and last year, at least half of those games is on Game Pass, right? And Xbox has a problem. Well, I wouldn't say Xbox, but Xbox fans have a problem, man. And the biggest problem Xbox is facing right now is it's too many fucking games, man. It's too many games to play. I sit around, I open Game Pass, we got bangers, we got something like Sea of Stars. I'm like, okay, this is great. Let me start this up. Before I can even get fully locked in, here comes Starfield. RPG with hundreds of hours worth of gameplay and endless role-playing opportunities, right? That would be played for the next decade, my personal game of the generation. So you got all that there. All your first-party games are staying in there. Then you get slapped in the face with something like Payday 3. I'm like, all right, now, what are we doing, man? You got to slow down a little bit. Please, slow down. Then we get the longly awaited, highly anticipated Darktide, Warhammer Darktide. Having a blast with that. And every time I look up, it's just more games. Lies of P. It's so many games, man. And this is a problem, but it's a beautiful problem for us Xbox fans and people who've waited and waited for these games and the service to really take off. And, it's been worth the money, in my opinion. Even if they increase the price, I'm going to be bitching and moaning from the rooftops, but it's understandable. And what was my final line in this problem as an Xbox fan was today they announced that Dead Space 1 remake is coming to Game Pass. I said, God damn it, hold up. This is where I got to put my foot down, right? And speak for the Xbox community and speak for the fans in the community. This is just too damn much, Phil Spencer. Sarah Bonds, Aaron Greenberg, look, man. Like, this is getting out of hand. Too many great games coming. It's nonstop. Dead Space coming for me, all joking and trolling aside. That's huge, man. So for the people who couldn't, purchase some of these games, or you got to really pick and choose, which games, like maybe you chose Resident Evil 4 remake, over Dead Space. Only on Twitter or on the internet do people make it seem like, people can afford every single game that drop. Everybody living situation is different. Everybody job and wallet and family is different. Maybe you got 4 kids. Maybe you got 2 kids, 1 kid, no kids. Maybe you got rent. Maybe you got, mortgages. Like, so everybody living situation is different, right? So you're not going to be able to get every game you want. And for me personally, I had to make that decision with the little bit of money I had at the time to spare. I said, okay, Dead Space remake or Resident Evil 4 remake. 2 games that I missed out on, right? Played Dead Space 2 and 3, never played 1. Played damn near every Resident Evil, barely played 4 way back in the day, right? So for me, I went with the Resident Evil 4 remake. So when I seen that they was bringing Dead Space 1 remake, I was ecstatic. I was extremely happy. Even made a couple tweets about it. And I'm just like, yo, this service just keeps getting better and better and better. It's so many games. It's a beautiful thing. Oh, and also, Inshin Like a Dragon, or Like a Dragon Inshin, whichever way you pronounce it, that just dropped in Game Pass as well. So it's like, man, at some point, is it like too many games? Like last year, people might say it was dry. Okay, cool, but you still got Pentiment, you still got Deathloop, you still got Scorn, you still got A Plague's Tale Requiem, you still got As Dusk Falls, you still got Trek to Yomi, you still got Sniper Elite 5. So you getting great games in Game Pass throughout the year, whether it's first party or not. A lot of people tend to look past that when it comes to Microsoft, man. But Microsoft is absolutely killing it, and it's only going to get worse, or better, I should say, for us, because, the Activision Blizzard King deal just went through. The ABK merger has gotten approved. It's a beautiful thing. So eventually all those Call of Duty games is going to come. Hopefully they bring the Transformer games back compact, put those in there. The prototype games, True Crimes, Spyro, Crash Bandicoot, Tony Hawk, and, like I said, Call of Duty. So Game Pass is the gift that just keep giving. I said it before, it's a gamer's paradise. It's a beautiful thing. As a fan of Xbox, this is a beautiful thing to see. If you stuck around my channel, I'm really pro Xbox. I'm pro gaming everywhere. I believe in game where you feel like your dollar is value, and I just feel like Microsoft is valuing my money more than any company, more than Nintendo, arguably, and more than Sony for sure. That $15 I take, I feel like they really value that, and they show me this every single month by releasing hella great games in the Game Pass. Another great game that's in Game Pass that came over the last few months is Sword and Fairy. A lot of people might have missed that. That's looking to be a great game as well. So this is a beautiful thing. Now, it is a few things I want to see Xbox improve, right? The real actual problems. The capture system. That is extremely, that I would argue that it's even lacking behind the PlayStation 4. You can't record your party audio chat. If you record clips, it's the audio from the party is not included. That's long overdue. You need to be able to capture 4K clips longer, more than just 30 seconds. So, for them to be a tech company, I really want them to improve that aspect. The UI, I'm loving the new UI update, but, just get rid of all those ads and shit on the screen. I don't need Game Pass ads and store ads about what's in the store. I get it. I really do, Microsoft, but if you could just give us that first tile of games and just leave that there, they making huge improvements, man, and I have no complaints, man. Quick Resume has been awesome. I've been putting my damn Series S through it. I probably played this console more than I played all consoles combined last generation. That might be a stretch, but long story short, I've been putting the Series X through it since I got it. It's still running like a champ. No noise, no sound, no heating problems, no nothing, man. It's a beautiful thing. I definitely recommend getting in on Game Pass and Xbox, man. The problem, it's not really a problem. It's a personal problem. It's a lot of games to play, man. You really got to pick and choose what you want to jump into, man. Happy gaming, man. If you like this video, or if, I caught you slipping with the clickbait and you was thinking you was going to come hate, nah, man, this ain't one of them videos, man. This just, a little troll, man, because it's a good problem to have. It's a beautiful thing to see, man. Dead Space coming soon. Like a Dragon Instant just dropped. Man, so many great games, man. It's been your boy, Next Year Nero. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.